Kui me paar nädalat tagasi rääkisime Taani arhitekt Bjarke Ingelsiga sellest, kuidas Tallinna raekoda planeeriti, siis täna jätkame juttu arhitektuuri teemadel laiemalt.
There is a fundamental conflict in architect's job. So the customer wants to have the splendid thing with some very low budget, and the builder wants to build as like they used to, and the architect will make something great. So how to solve this triangle of problems?
Hypnosis. No, but I think again like I think it's all, of course, like negotiation and priorities is a very important part of the architect's work. But I also think that by being very explicit about what the priorities are, you actually arrive at a sort of empowerment. If it's not only the architect who knows, but if you as an architect are very good at articulating why is this the most important thing in this project, this is the greatest concern, this is the greatest potential for success. Do we all agree about this? Okay, yes we do. So once we've established what the parameters are, we can start measuring if what we put forward actually responds to the parameters. So in that sense, by being very open and transparent about the design decision process, we actually empower our collaborators and the decision makers, the clients, the consultants. Everybody has access to the ideas behind the design, so we don't retain the power by being closed about what it is we do. We actually empower everybody by being very transparent about what we do. Like in that sense, we're doing this project in Copenhagen. It's a waste-to-energy power plant. Yeah. It's the biggest and tallest building in all of Copenhagen. And as an idea, we proposed to turn the roof into a ski slope. Because we actually have snow in Denmark. We had 6 months with snow this winter. Terrible. But we have no hills. And Danes love to ski, but we have to go at least to Sweden for 6 hours by car to ski. So now we can actually do 2/3 of Barnes in Sweden on the roof of our own power plant. But as one idea in this project, the reason this is suddenly possible to ski on the roof of the power plant is that it's the cleanest power plant in the world. The smoke that comes out of the chimney is completely non-toxic, but it still contains a little bit of CO2. So as an art project, we proposed to design the chimney so that it accumulates CO2. And when there's 200 kilos of CO2, it compresses and puffs a gigantic smoke ring. So, and of course, on one hand, it shows that what used to be like, poisonous actually becomes playful. But also, and maybe more importantly, it also illustrates that one of the main drivers of behavioral change is knowledge. That if people don't know, they can't act. Understanding always comes before action. And nobody knows what a ton of CO2 is because it's abstract, it's uncountable, it's like this tale of sort of esoteric substance. But in 2017, if you come to Copenhagen, all you have to do is count the smoke rings. And when you count it 5, it's 1 ton of CO2. So it turns the abstract concrete. It turns the sort of ungraspable tangible. And in that sense, it also makes it possible to act on it. Because we really project the carbon footprint of Copenhagen onto the Copenhagen skies.
What are these personal things the architect should have? Some personal issues. Who is the good architect?
But I think architecture is really interesting when it becomes you know, the art and science of making our city more like the city we would love to dream, we would love to live in. You know, that essentially we don't only have the possibility and the skills, the education, but we actually have the responsibility to make the city a little bit more like our dreams. Because, you know, Tallinn isn't the way it is because it has to. Tallinn is the way it is because this is how far the citizens of Tallinn have gotten. And if they get a new idea, or if their way of inhabiting the city changes, if the political system changes, then somehow the city should change with it. So you can say architecture is simply too important to just leave to the architects. It's really the concern of every citizen in a city that the city actually becomes the city he or she lives, dreams of living in.